Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Boycott Everything podcast. Tonight, we have a couple of guests with us, but before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, and comment on the video. And also, you can find us on Twitter. Everybody's Twitter links will be down in the description. And also, you can find us on Brazzers.
Brazzers! Yay!
Yeah, that is the quickest turnaround to an alternative site that we've had. X-Hamster just booted us out, and now Brazzers is
and make sure that you name this when 4 random guys fuck streaming. Tonight's episode's about streaming and the social impacts and everything that happens with streaming on the interwebs. I have Platinum Hamster.
Hello.
Oh. And Lolinia.
Hello.
Lolly, is there anything that you'd like to promote, shout out, anything right now?
I would like to say that in a few months, about actually less than 3, we have the 12 Days of Indie Charity Marathon coming up. It raises money for Toys for Tots every year, and I'm looking forward to another great year with it. And I'd love to promote that a little bit.
And Platinum?
You guys can come and check me out. I'm just actually making the transition over to Mixer, so if you want to come say hi at mixer.com/platinumham. Totally made the switch from Twitch because of Ninja.
Oh my god. All right, let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. We'll get into the regular questions in a little bit. First question, and I'm gonna start off with you, Platt. What do you think the social impact of streaming on Twitch, DLive, Mixer, YouTube, a YouTube career, the career that has been given to this generation has socially? What's the impact that it's made socially overall?
Now we're talking about how it socially impacts the person who is streaming or socially impact the people who watches the stream.
Damn, that's
My internet, my blah, blah, blah. Anyway, sorry. Either one. You can discuss both. It's an open conversation on what you want to discuss.
Well, I think if you're looking at it from the aspect of the streamer, I think you can basically get across any point or any agenda that you really want to. If you have a cause that you want to support, you can get that out there a lot easier nowadays. If you want to raise awareness for something, you can get it out there a lot easier nowadays compared to the days where you had to wait for those really spammy looking give us money, we're a charity kind of mail that you got in your mailbox. Now you can have a personality that people enjoy show their support and get their community engaged to help these very same companies. And I think a lot of charities are starting to notice that, and a lot of companies are starting to notice that, and a lot more are coming on board. I think if you guys just saw recently, was it Dan's Gaming who just got sponsored by Hot Pockets?
Wait, what?
Yeah, and Miss Ash Rocks had her own code with Papa John's for a while. It's kind of, I'm kind of proud of that, but we'll forego that for now.
I know exactly where you're going with
I'm kind of proud of that. So for the streamer, I agree. But what about for society as a whole?
Society as a whole, I think it gives them I guess you could say a larger variety of the type of entertainment that they can reach out to watch. A lot of people that I talk to, they get, even nowadays, there's still a little bit of a stigma about people who watch people play video games. And the way that I always try and get it across to them is like, well, yes, you personally think it's stupid that someone's watching somebody else play a video game. Why do you watch football or your favorite sport? You could just go out and play that sport yourself. I find it's a very similar argument, and it tends to open people's minds to it a little bit.
Lolly, same question.
I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one aspect, uh, it has opened up a tremendous amount for the common man. Like, a person can get their computer, get up and go, start streaming. Their streams may not be the best quality at first, might not look very good at first, but they can build up as they go, as they grow, as they get money, et cetera, as they work, and build themselves up to very many amazing things that they honestly would never have thought possible in their lives before. At the same time, though, it's also able to make them a hermit, get them to be very antisocial, because all they will do is just not go out, not try to be with anybody else, maybe even try to hide behind their screen saying that they're being social, but all this time they're in this kind of mental state where it's extremely hard for you to even tell if they're being serious about what they're doing. And by serious, I mean, not just taking things seriously, but, they say they're all fine, but they're just fine on the outside.
It's
I
kind
think I think the social aspect is good on one hand and then bad on the other. That's the way I see it.
so it's kind of like a how would you call it, Rev? Like you're kind of you're
I think it's a catch-22. And I've always thought that about streaming. I've been streaming since Justin TV since 2007, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, society as a whole has changed a lot because of streaming, like a lot. So
Did you learn how to floss?
I did not learn how to floss
oh
because
god.
Fortnite's for 12-year-olds.
I'm not going to judge how old you feel in your heart, Rev.
I said 12, not 15. What do you think the impact is for a solo person, though? Lolly, is it the same?
I really think it depends on the person. Like, there are people that they just roll with it, they just go with it. They do what they do, they enjoy what they do, and they can balance their lives almost perfectly. There's no perfect human, but there's, you can balance yourself, have a perfect social life outside of your house and have a perfect social life online if you want to. At times you can, I use perfect, but a very balanced life. And then there are others who just don't have that kind of balance. They either can't manage to keep that kind of balance in their life, or they don't know how to.
Yeah. So here's my next question then. Here's my serious question. And this is real. What do you guys think of the notion that and it seems to be more and more common that women use streaming platforms to abuse sexuality? And I'm going to start with you, Wooley.
Put me on the spot. Oh man.
Yeah.
You just sounded like a Minecraft villager. Huh.
Alright, so you're talking about as far as streamers who female streamers who
Let's just use the words that the mouth breathing, normally crybaby behavior men do. Titty streamers. Do you think they're bad for streaming or not? I don't believe in the term titty streamers, but that's the best way to put it for the people that's going to judge this, no matter what we say or do right now anyway.
I mean, I really don't think there's much of an issue with that. I mean, there was a time very briefly where I was like, this isn't really the thing that I would, like to see. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not the audience for it. And it's not going to impact anyone who's going to want to come and watch me stream, If I'm losing viewers because, of someone else, is flaunting their body or whatever, then I'm going to lose them no matter what, I guess that's probably the best way to put it. It's like, shouldn't really matter.
Can we all agree that if you lose viewers because of a pair of tits, you were probably a shit streamer to begin with?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to say that look, this mound of flesh on this woman's body, that flesh did something to my streaming viewership.
I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a pair of tits with a vocal range, so.
Ding, ding, ding.
Pair of
ding.
Tits with a vocal range. That'd be weird if that'd be weird if a pair of breasts all of a sudden started singing.
See,
there's probably a Disney movie
something
for
I would
that.
probably watch.
Yeah. Here's $20. Can you do?
Here's $20. Can you make your tits sing? I will always love you. Thanks.
$20. Kate, did they do heavy metal or screamo?
Can they rap? Can they rap Twista?
I got one question, and feel free to completely ignore it afterwards and move on because it's just popped up in my head, and and you know what can pop up in my head.
Then let's go. Let's have it.
Would the mouth of the breast be the underside, or would it be the nipple?
I'm thinking it would be the nipple.
Yeah, I would have to also say nipple.
I feel like the nipples would be the eyes, though.
Well, see, that's
we didn't say nothing about the eyes, the tits looking at us.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe the mouth would probably be right there, the cleavage. Wouldn't you think?
That's the weirdest.
We're
That's the
talking
weirdest.
about-
Wait.
Are you talking about a single tit or a pair of tits?
I was about to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because a single tit.
I've seen some ugly motherfuckers on this earth, Wooley. I've never seen somebody with their mouth between their eyes.
Have you never seen a W emote on Twitch?
What?
Are you talking about the oboe?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the oboe fits because that's supposed to be like a face from like Steins Gate from off the Upa.
What the fuck is going on? All right.
Welcome to Boycott Everything.
Jesus, that actually went sideways for me. Thanks, Wooley.
I did my job.
So
Thank you very much. I'm out.
How long have y'all been streaming?
Ooh.
One at a time.
I didn't know who you were asking at first.
I'm asking all three of you. I've been streaming for 12 years. How long have y'all been streaming?
For me, streaming games has been since 2013. I will admit that my original thing with streaming was streaming anime. That was about 10, 11 years. Whenever live stream Procaster was the thing to use.
Oh, good Lord.
So that's when I started.
All right, man. Put that encyclopedia back on the shelf.
You're right. Stop Googling old things to do.
Look, I still have the program on my old laptop.
Oh, my God.
God.
Never forget where you came from, folks. Never forget.
Those are some
Flat.
harmful days.
I have been streaming on and off like an inconsistent motherfucker since April 2015.
Hey, I know when that is.
Do you remember that ghetto setup that I had where
I
had
do,
my
I
Kinect on
do.
top of a stack of boxes?
I do.
I was so proud. I tweeted that shit.
And Wooley.
Let's see. I've been streaming off and on since December of 2014.
Hey, I remember that too.
Yeah. Because you met me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because we probably met up, what was it, about a month or two later?
About a month later, yeah.
Yeah, and that was like right whenever I first moved. Got my first job. Moved out.
I've
of Mom,
actually
Dad's
literally,
babysit.
I've literally known all three of y'all since y'all started y'all's streaming career.
Yeah.
All three of you. Kind of cool for me. So, with that being said, what is your favorite moment ever streaming? Not watching a stream. You actually doing a stream. You doing something. And we'll start with Platt on this one.
The biggest one that comes to mind for me is when I got the chance to be on the Twitch front page while I was fundraising for St. Jude Children's Hospital last year. I had more viewers than Bob Ross. Not very many people can say that.
That's amazing.
It was a happy little accident.
And boy, Jesus.
Just move right on by. We are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move past this one.
Oh, jeez.
What about you, Wooley?
Oh man. Happiest moment while streaming?
Yeah, that's the question. Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember because my memory is so shit.
You can't use that excuse in front of me if I can remember mine.
I was about to say, I have a hamster. I have a platinum hamster and I have a normal hamster with me, so you can't use bad memory.
Look, my logo may be a mammoth, but
It should probably be a goldfish.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. I think if I had to say, I think there was a Rise Up Gaming marathon where during my time, I think altogether it was like 400, maybe $500 were raised. I forget what charity it was. But it was one where I was doing sriracha shots.
That was 2 years ago for our autism awareness marathon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it hurt like a son of a bitch. But I mean, just the fact
You
that
man the fuck up, dude. You man the fuck up. I won't lie, dude. Because after the second shot, me and Lolly was in Zoom going, is he gonna die?
I think that entire stream, it was like 12, 14 shots of sriracha in the 3 or 4 hour period.
Yeah, it was.
But I'll take it because it raised good money for a good cause. So
I'm just happy your happy moment wasn't like a dark side Phil kind of thing.
Oh no shit.
Oh,
No
God.
no masturbating on screen. Thank you.
Go to Plexstorm for that, okay?
Yeah. Shout out to Plexstorm by that, doing God's work.
Hey, they're going to be our next website, Rev. God
hell
damn
yeah,
it.
hell yeah. Lolly.
My favorite moment has to be one of the moments I was playing Borderlands 2. And they had hype. I was playing the Tiny Tina DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout this entire thing, like in the beginning of the game, they tell you about this particular character. And it's just an offshoot joke. Just an offshoot joke, as Borderlands 2 or Borderlands series in general is known for. So I come to this part. We built up the storyline. We go and we're fine and we're going to go and do the things. And they reveal that the princess that we have been talking about this entire time, by the way, warnings for spoiler, just in case. I don't know if you're listening to this and you haven't played the game, but warnings for the Tiny Tina DLC. Wait, 2, 1. Reveals that it's fucking Butt Stallion, the diamond pony. I fucking died. You hear that? And my voice, well, it was a whole lot more. It was a lot deeper and it was a lot more in my chest. And boy, it sounded like I was hurling up a baby out of my lungs. But goddamn, it was the funniest moment I've ever had on stream.
I think Lolly may have just gave us our first bouncing visual across the screen, a bouncing baby.
Instead of kick the baby, it was hurl the baby. And that is how you ruin a bit.
I think my favorite was during an autism awareness marathon for Rise Up Gaming 2. We had, as a collective whole, not been doing very well. We were raising money, and that's always, for the people that knows me, that's always made me happy. As long as you make 50 cents, that makes me happy, because that means you were able to put enough energy into it to get something. And we were not doing well, and I was just really down and really bad. And then out of nowhere, I got a $4,000 donation, and it made Dakota. And for the people that don't know, Dakota is an old friend of ours. It made Dakota have to do a live action banana sundae in a bathtub.
Oh god, I remember that.
Oh
my god.
Still the greatest thing that I've ever streamed on the internet is watching a tiny little girl make herself into a banana sundae. Hot fudge banana sundae. Still the greatest.
Jesus.
All right. Next question. And this is a serious one. And it starts with Lolly, because I think it's more impactful to Lolly than the two white guys and the Native American. Do you think that all the platforms, not just Twitch, because you, Lolly, especially you, pay attention to all the platforms, do you think that the platforms themselves do enough to protect the users, be it streamer or actual viewer? Do you think they do enough to help?
Honestly, I think they do a mid ground. Not quite enough, but I think they do. I do think they try. When it comes to me, I when I go live, I don't really expect to see any users that are less than rude. Recently I had a stream where I decided I had free time. I came on live at the end of the night because I had been out all day and I hadn't got to stream Trails in the Sky with Lazarus. So I decided, hey, I got this visual novel that I want to read. It's got a fucking hilarious premise of this guy's girlfriend being a mermaid. And, well, let me just go. So I set up, go live, do my thing. All of a sudden, this guy comes out using part of my name, because I admit part of my name is, it was created after I named my Twitch persona off of a Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann character named Nia, and my favorite part of her when she was first introduced, she was a 12-year-old princess or so I called myself Loli Nia. I don't pronounce it that way, it's Lolinia, but that's how I named myself. So when the guy came in and was like, Lolly is for child pornographers or something like that, at first I just played it off like, that's not it, that's not what I call myself at, and just blocked him. Then he starts creating another account, and I'm like, okay, and starts spamming in my chat that I'm a child rapist, or I can't remember his exact words, but pedophile, yes, that I'm a pedophile, spamming it over and over. So I ban him, and then he makes another account, and forgive me for using the word, may I, in this situation?
You don't have to ask. That's part of what we're doing here.
Okay. He comes in and makes the account Epic Gamer Nigger. Even though it wasn't spelled Nigger, it was still spelled in a way where, yeah, that's exactly what you meant. That specific spelling is not blocked.
Well, that word he typed in chat too.
Pedophile word?
Yeah, no, the Nigger.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I cleared. That's why I cleared your chat, because it was like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? Because I know that you have that word banned in your chat, so he spelled it in Nigger to get past it.
That's right. I didn't realize that. And I yeah, actually, let me go block that particular spelling right there. I didn't even realize it, but yeah,
you can do it afterwards. So do you think that there's anything the platform itself could have done to help you instead of, once again, somebody like me showing up to get rid of and set tone in chat?
Well, with the particular platform that I'm on, which is Twitch, they have done some things that unfortunately, because of my choice, I did not set up. For instance, they have their auto mod feature, which probably would have blocked a lot of that spamming.
Yeah.
But you know what about that auto mod that I don't like? It blocks a lot of random stuff that ain't offensive. Like somebody can be in their chat and they say something that's related to the game, like something that's in the game, something that the streamer is saying themselves, and because it doesn't understand what that word is or what it means, it blocks it and it doesn't actually go out on chat. And there's a lot of people who aren't paying attention to the auto mod feature to actually, go and say, hey, this can be let through. Or they're looking at something like with me, I look at my Twitch bot, Streamlabs chat bot, and there's a lot of stuff that if the auto mod gets it, I'm not going to see it because it's not going to come from my chat. So I think my particular platform, Twitch, has done what it can, but it also has allowed us to make our choices. And for instance, like with what you said, that particular spelling was not blocked, but I do have other spellings and other words that are blocked in my channel because they gave me an option to create my own words that are blocked. So I do think that they've gone not above and beyond, because like we said, they can still create accounts with those particular names or letters or etc. That they can still create accounts with those. But I think that they've done at least enough for me for me not to be mad at what they have not done.
All right, Platt, what about you? What do you think?
Does it protect its users? I think different platforms have different strengths and different weaknesses. When it comes to, let's use I'm going to use Mixer as an example just because I'm new to the platform. I find that their support team is a lot more engaging and is able to assist with situations a lot quicker. I'm not necessarily saying that they're better than Twitch, just on the emphasis that Mixer is still at this point in time a much smaller platform, so they have the resources more readily available to take care of things hands on like that more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, that's going to. I got to ask a question then, because do you think that they are, once they get bigger, because, assuming, with the Ninja deal, they're probably wanting to expand and grow. Do you think once they get, there's going to be a certain point where that the resources they have aren't going to be enough for the platform, or that their support's going to suffer?
honestly, I can't really speak for them, but I feel like at a certain point, even if they continue to try and grow it alongside their streamer base and their viewer base, eventually I feel like they're going to just lag behind. I feel like it's a hard thing to keep up to. I mean, I think the last they said on Twitch, what is there, over 2 million broadcasters or something of that sort?
Something like that. It's like 2 million broadcasters, and then maybe like what
Are
at
you
times.
what are you going to do? Are you going to hire on a support person for every 10, 20 broadcasters? You're still looking at 100,000 staff just for that alone, and doesn't really bring in any revenue. It's just basically a job that they, on their end, have to spend money on to keep things safe. Just like with Mixer's FTL
Mm-hmm.
stream technology, I guess you could call it. I
Right.
feel like as their streamer base grows and that resolve again, that's probably not going to be a thing that's available to everybody anymore, because I can only imagine how much bandwidth and server room and all that kind of stuff is required to have that low of a delay
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, another thing Mixer probably does a little bit better is keeping prawn off of their platform.
Yeah, ask Ninja
um,
about that one.
yes, and the thing is, and you know, I've been on Twitch for as a viewer and a streamer for over 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but I feel like even though they act like they're apologetic about it happening, the end of the day, even if it's bad publicity, it's still publicity. And it's going to bring people's attention and eyes to the platform.
Right.
But what they need to remember is once that fire settles down and those bandwagoners leave, all you're going to be left with are the people who actually care about the platform, and they're still going to be pissed off.
Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. But you think that kind of finishes your point there, Platt? Or any more to add on to it, I guess I should say?
Just, I don't even really know what Twitch can do with the size that they are to try and catch up to what Mixer does on a support standpoint. Mixer kind of had that idea like etched into their minds when they started, and I don't think Twitch ever really did. So they're kind of trying to play catch up while they were already behind on it to begin with. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see them improve. I don't think they're quite doing enough as of right now. At the same time, I think Mixer's doing enough right now, but eventually, as they continue to grow, we'll see if they can continue to keep up with that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because I can imagine from a business perspective, because Mixer is owned by Microsoft, I mean, they probably have just gobs of money going into this, trying to invest in this company and just trying to make a good platform. Whereas Twitch was already established and then got bought out by Amazon. And I don't know if Amazon's really putting in that much money into Twitch. So
I think from most people's experiences, I don't think Amazon likes put money into things.
yeah,
They like to get it. They like to get the basic setup set up, and then they want to start making those dollar bills, and then they want to try and innovate by reducing costs so they can continue to make more and more money.
right.
It's just it's I find with Amazon it's always business 101. It's as simple as you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, they got to recoup their almost $1 billion investment somehow. And unfortunately, that's kind of to the detriment of Twitch and the Twitch partners and viewers and streamers in general.
They're going to make it all back with those pre-roll ads.
uh, who knows? But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Mixer. I mean, there's got to be a point where Microsoft is going to say, "Look, we need a." If I'm assuming they're not really making that much money off Mixer as a platform right now, but I'm sure at some point they're going to have to go, "Okay, we need to make a profit on this. What's the situation?" And then we'll see what happens from there.
I feel like some of that investment money may already be gone.
Yeah.
I know that they say that they changed the Spark payout system
Yeah.
because of people abusing said system. But how are you making revenue off of the stream service when you're literally giving people a paycheck based on just people watching that person's stream? Where's the revenue coming from to pay for that?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like, they have their embers, which is basically their version of Twitch bits, and they have the subscription model as well. And that's pretty much it. I don't know if they have like any. I'm sure they have like you can play ads and shit if you're a partner, but
Oh, probably. It's just I don't understand where they would get the money back from
Yeah.
paying people from accumulating sparks.
But yeah, I mean, as of right now, their whole thing is, hey, we got better support. We take care of the problems quicker and in a more efficient manner compared to our competitors, Twitch, and that's what's going on right now. But who's to say that doesn't get cut back a little bit whenever Microsoft says, hey, we need to start making money off this thing. We bought out, what was it? Beam was the original name of the platform, and they changed it in the Mixer.
Yes, it was originally Beam.
Yeah, so I mean, there's going to be some. They got some investment in it that they need to recoup, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Mixer grows and goes on from here, especially after they pay Ninja allegedly millions upon millions of dollars a year to switch over.
That's why they had to change the spark system.
Yeah. Damn you, Ninja. But yeah, I think we need to just go ahead and call it there, guys. Hopefully my editing skills are decent enough to where you guys didn't realize we had a major pause in the discussion, because unfortunately Rev's Internet decided to crap out. He's been having issues all day with it apparently, and seems like they have a major outage in that entire area. So unfortunately Rev's not here to continue the discussion with us. He's unfortunately not here to lead us into the outro. So
He's gone to a better place.
No, that sounds like he died. God damn.
Well, he didn't, but his internet did.
That is true. But yeah, guys. Platt, we'll start with you. Final shout outs. You want anything? Promote anything?
Well, I'll just go on it again like last time, guys. I just began the transition over to Mixer from Twitch. So definitely come and check me out if you guys get the time. Mixer.com/PlatinumHam.
All right. And Lolly?
If you want to come watch me read a visual novel to you, or you like to listen to the sound of my voice for whatever reason, then you can come follow me at twitch.tv/Lolinia, Lolinia.
Yep, and if you guys want to go follow Rev on Twitter, he is at Ghost of Rev on Twitter, and he links all his stuff on there as well. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, which I don't know why you would, but if you want to, you can follow me at the Wooley, TheLilWooley. And all of the stuff I ever do is posted on my timeline, as well as random hockey and sports talk and politics and whatnot, if you're interested in that. And also big thanks to our podcast sponsor, CGN.us. If you're a gamer, streamer, YouTuber, any sort of gaming content creator, and you want to help grow your community, or if you want to join a community of like-minded people, CGN.us is the place to go. And we want to thank them for sponsoring the Boycott Everything podcast. They're great people, so go show them some love. But anyway, guys, for Rev and myself, thank you guys for watching and listening to the Boycott Everything podcast. Special thanks to Platinum Hamster and Lolinia for being our guests tonight. And we will see you guys next time.